I have with me now is Steve Burton from Harbor Branch Oceanographic Institute. Hello, Steve.
Hey, good morning, Bob. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Nice to hear from you again.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?
It has. So, but because of that, we have some results. You're the guy in the group that goes out there and just counts many species out there and keeps track of who's doing what, right?
Yeah, as you're aware, we work the Stranding and Population at Marine Mammal Assessment Team here at Harbor Branch, and as I've mentioned before, we respond to dolphin and whale strandings in Indian River, St. Lucie, and Martin County. While we also go up and down the river in the Atlantic Ocean in the same area, doing foot ID surveys of our cetacean friends out there.
Well, we've got the first quarter under our belt here. How are things looking?
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Normal year for us. We've had a couple of calls from the public thinking they see some dolphins in distress and in the Indian River Lagoon, and we always welcome that. The public's our eyes and ears out there in the field when we're not out there. We had a few dolphin strandings, meaning we picked up a few dead dolphins in the Indian River Lagoon, a couple of animals that we knew out of our photo ID catalog. So we're waiting for test results to come back on those animals and see if we can complete their life history or get a background on why they stranded. We had a few whale incident reports this year in this quarter. We actually had a humpback whale, mom and calf, off Fort Pierce Inlet over the Christmas holidays. A few boaters out there saw them. And then we also had a right whale, mom and calf, visit Vero Beach just off the pier area during January. As you're aware, the North Atlantic right whale comes down to Florida and the Georgia borderline to give birth. They're here December through March. But the season's over for them. They had 15 calves born this year, which is very important because the North Atlantic right whales are an endangered species, so we need as many babies as possible to repopulate them. But I did read yesterday that the Cape Cod group were doing their aerial surveys yesterday, and 7 of those mothers with their calves are already up there. So they've already traveled from Florida sometime in February, March, and are already back up into their feeding grounds. So that's good news. Hopefully they cite the next 8
yeah.
to make sure all 15 calves made it back up there.
Is that a normal birth rate, or is that better than average?
It's about an average. Obviously, we'd like to get higher than that. Again, the North Atlantic right whale's threats are entanglement issues and ship strikes. So scientists are working to try to help them out as much as possible and give them their space 500 yards away.
So you do you tag these like the dolphin that you find, and so they kind of stay in the area, don't they, or do they wander off and come back?
It depends on the species and what scientists have research permits to do tagging. We currently don't tag any animals other than if it was a stranded animal that we re-released back into the wild, like we did last year with Summer. We just put a clip on her dorsal fin and it's already fallen off, just so we could relocate her quicker, because the fins on dolphins are all distinct. They all have their individual fins, but sometimes when they don't have distinct markings on there, it's hard to know who's who. So we put a little green tag on her, and like I said, we've already resighted her multiple times since last summer. She's doing fine out there, and the tag has come off. For the large whales, there's certain groups out there that will put some tags on animals, but again, you need the right permits for that. And with endangered species, you really don't want to be adding tags onto them because you don't want to add any possible injuries to them or from that tag.
So what you do is you take pictures of them?
You got it. Our group takes photos, dorsal fin photos of the dolphins in the Indian River Lagoon, and also the dolphin species offshores. And then for the whales, we'll take not only their headshot for North Atlantic right whale or flukes, that's the tail of the whales, and that's how we can tell those individual animals apart. So we do have a catalog here for Harbor Branch for our animals. We started a new catalog in 2021 in June. We have about 200 individual dolphins in the Indian River Lagoon from Sebastian Inlet to Jupiter Inlet that we know. My team is great. They don't even really need to look at the catalog. They can just go, that's Summer, that's Percy, just from the boat. They're that good with their eyesight. And then offshore, we have about 100 bottlenose dolphins that we have in our catalog that stay offshore, and about 64 Atlantic spotted dolphins. So those are little smaller species, and again, you won't find them in the Indian River Lagoon. Atlantic spotted dolphins stay out in the ocean in deep water. But yeah, we take their photos, and we have a permit for that. So that means we can approach dolphins within the 50 yards rules. And then for humpback whales, we can get within 100 yards of them with the closer than that, and that gives us our permit. And then we share that data as a service to the university, and we're a service department here with the researchers at Harbor Branch or throughout Florida with other researchers, so that we can put together research projects and collaborate.
So is it the dorsal fin that gives them their unique identity?
For a dolphin, yes, it does. So it's like a fingerprint for a human, but for a dolphin, it's their dorsal fin.
Huh. All right.
Yeah.
So I know you do a lot of outreach, too, and I guess you've got a symposium coming up here pretty soon?
Yeah, we are always going out to festivals, education outreach, meetings. We've got a couple items coming up. Not only us, but scientists up and down that study the Indian River Lagoon. The annual IRL Symposium is being held here at Harbor Branch on April 21st and April 22nd next week. And if you want more information on that, you can go to the website indianriverlagoon.org/symposium, and that's been hosted here at Harbor Branch for years, and there will be a lot of presentations and posters on everything about the Indian River Lagoon. You name it, water quality, birds, fish, shellfish. We've got a poster from my group on our dolphins. Really amazing group of scientists that will be here, not only from Harbor Branch, but like I said, different state agencies and other universities as well.
So I guess they could go to the Harbor Branch website and get all the scoop on that?
You got it. And then I'll be giving a talk as part of our 50th anniversary of Harbor Branch lecture series. I'll be giving a talk on an overview of our whole stranding and population assessment team the following week on April 27th at the Elliott Museum in Stewart. And that will be between the hours of 6 and 8 p.m. And you can learn more about that at hsmc-fl for Florida.com/lectures. And you can get your tickets for that on their website. But you can go to the Elliott Museum website as well and check that out.
All right. Sounds like you're going to be a busy guy over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, busy is good, though.
That's right. All right. Well, Steve, anything else before we go?
Yes, I just, again, always like to thank the public for calling in dolphin and whale sightings to us. Everything. That phone number is 888-404-3922. And again, if you have a dolphin, Protect Wild Dolphin or Protect Florida Whale license plate, thank you very much, because we apply for grants from the Harbor Branch Oceanographic Institute Foundation to do the work that my team does. So thank you very much to everybody. Have a great 2022.
All right.
Talk to you soon.
Yep, we'll talk again soon. Thanks a lot, Steve.
Thank you, Bob. Take care.
Bye-bye. Steve Burton with Harbor Branch Oceanographic Institute.